Hi, books. I'm Michigan, and today we are doing our first book haul. So today we are gonna seriously be doing something really cool and really interesting. But today we are going to be doing our first book haul. If you like these pretty awesome lights, these are new. I just wanted to show you guys. It has all different like stroke lights or whatever, like that. And time for the book haul. Okay, so we have 3 different books that I know you guys have already seen, but these 3 books are really kind of cool because these are the 3 for the book haul. First, I do want to welcome you to L Books if you guys are new. Hey, new people, of course. And now we get to do the book haul. You can see behind is all my other books I have. Some point I'll do read a lot of them for book reviews and that. But we have our book haul. It's only 3 books this week. This is a book haul for today. What we're going to be doing. Something really fun and really cool. So time for the book haul. Well, if this is behind me now, I can actually turn them off. But for this book haul, I think it should stay on because it's they can use that. It is really cool. Now let's do the book haul. But actually, these 2 books are in different categories. There's 2 in the romance and 1 in the Disney, pretty much. But they're in different categories, as you may not know. The first one, which first one am I gonna do? Like action one? I mean, a YouTube one, or one of the others. Well, I think I should go in order. We're going to do 2 love story. Actually, the category is famous YouTuber. Yeah, famous YouTuber. Sorry, my bad. The first category is YouTube related, and this is a popular YouTube channel. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more deeper of this book because it is so cool. And this book actually is this one right here, and it's called Call This Out, Our Supported Love Story. This book was pretty much about how Savannah's life before Cole, honestly. But like I said in the book review, actually, was the first book review of this channel. This book is, like I said, absolutely good. The starting of this book was actually Savannah growing up in California here, in San Jose. That's where she grew up at. With her mom and dad and sister, Janelle. And of course she had fun with her sister growing up, and yeah, they used to hang out when they were little, and yeah, pretty much. This book, like I said, was actually a really good read. And I do want to say this is a good recommendation of a book for, like I said in that, for all you book readers out there. This book was really honestly about Savannah's growing up. She had a very bad past with one of her ex-boyfriends, and Savannah got pregnant for Everly. Everly, the daughter. I want to get up close because these are amazing. This one right here. This is really up close to show you guys. And after that, of course, Everly and Savannah was at a grove, hanging out, of course, with their best friends. Everly's best friend is Ava Foley, and Savannah's best friend is Michelle Foley. Those two grew up together, and they are best friends. There was another best friend in that. They actually, best friend Savannah did grow up with. If you guys do Russell Fisk's family, they actually Madison, who she actually did grow up with. So that was pretty kind of cool on the end because they were like childhood friends. Seriously, this book was a really good book. Honestly, it was pretty much about Savannah growing up. First, of this book was pretty much about Savannah growing up, and somehow she didn't believe in the Lord. Actually, we got some help because that was from pretty much her past. Her past really did let her down because it was a bad relationship that couldn't get fixed. Like you said, she got pregnant for Everly, and after she had Everly, her boyfriend at the time was putting her down. Like I said, we shouldn't be talking about Savannah's past because it was a really bad past, but she drew closer to the Lord in her church. And verse grew too. So she started to go to Sunday school, and that's how she got reconnected with the Lord. And she is from a good Christian family, the Shoutouts family. And they are absolutely helpful. Her parents did get a divorce because of, I want to say, some tight money troubles. That's what it said in the book. Her dad stayed in San Jose where she did grow up. And her sister Sonia did grow up too. Then, her and Rosie Manson, it was actually her best friend Michelle and her daughter Ava. Her and Emily are best friends. And then, so this guy, his name is Cole. So Cole and Stephen, they came into town, Tennessee, hanged out at the beaches, having fun, and they decided to go to the mall to look around. So he saw this really pretty girl of the name of Savannah, and oh my God, it was love at first sight. He started hanging out with Emily. Emily had no clue who this guy was, so her mom came forward and and then saying, "Hi, I'm Savannah." And he said, "Hi, my name is Cole." It was a really kind of weird meeting point. So Michelle got Cole's number, and it was pretty much like it's a real life story. The book actually is. The book, of course. This book was honestly a very good read. I recommend this book to everybody. I mean, it has a book channel. Seriously, started reading it, and it was seriously really. Excuse me. Sorry. So back to what I was talking about. Excuse me. So Michelle called Cole to hang out. They went out to eat, and they visited a haunted house. Savannah was kind of nervous, kind of scared, like first date kind of thing. It was really interesting to read because it was a really good book. They ended up started dating because he was in college in Tennessee. It was a long distance relationship, far distance because he was in college. But he moved to California to be with Savannah. He moved in with her and her mom in the house they were living in. And it was in I forget what part of California it was, but it was actually Orangeville, California. Like a house, permit kind of thing. So it was good and that. And then they, of course, walked on the beach and that, and all that. It was kind of really, really cool to read because it was a really interesting book. And I'm not going to talk about their dating on this part. They started a YouTube channel called Cole and Sav, and it to be the LeBron Family YouTube channel. They did get married. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. Her dad walked Savannah down the aisle, walked to Cole, and it was really, before that, Savannah went with Cole to one of his friend's house. I think it was Steven's house. And stayed out all night. It was really kind of weird. But Savannah's mom took care of Emily the whole time. It was in the first YouTube video, of course. It was a bit hard for Savannah to get used to Cole, but used to Cole, so she did get used to Cole, and he treated her like a princess, pretty much. And this book was a good read, and there was a lot of. I just going to end this part right here because it was a good read, a good book, and this one was named John Stevens, and of course Cole and Savannah started a YouTube channel. And it's called the LeBron Family. You guys can check it out on YouTube. They're one of the popular ones out there. I want to say really over popular. Time for the next book of the book haul. This next book fits in the Disney category. And it's because I want to go in order, and this one is Beauty and the Beast, Lost in a Book. This book, honestly, was a really good read. It was the best book I ever read. Of all three of the books, I honestly did like the Color Savannah because that was a true life story. But this one, I would say, is my second favorite because there was a Disney book. It was about Belle went to the Beast's castle and trying to look for her dad. Couldn't find her dad or whatever. And she stepped into this London, Paris kind of book, kind of thing. And visited there, and there was a lot of unusual things in the end. This book was honestly a great book, and this book was really kind of confusing, but because there was a maze towards the end, and trying to get out of the book. Mrs. Potts was worried about her Chip's birthday and all that. It was really kind of interesting to read because it was just a great, great book. And I do want to say this is one of my favorite books of Disney so far. Because if you can tell down here, I have more Disney. If you can tell, off at the top here of my bookshelf behind me, of other books also on that. But actually, this book was pretty much about Belle stepping into a Paris London book. It was a massacre book. It was really interesting to read. If you guys want to hear more about this book, there is the book review you can actually check out. It was so interesting to see and really, really cool. So, there was more caricatures in this book. The book didn't want to let her go because there was a dragon in this book. It was really, really neat. And especially as she did get out of the book, the beast was worried and all that. And one of the characters, Sarah, was the countess. And she was really, really mean. Really nice in the beginning, but really, really mean towards the end. You know, with some of the witchcraft stuff she did. The house, she couldn't find her dad. But actually, it wasn't really Belle's dad. It was some other guy named Albert. It was kind of like, I want to say more like a little creepy and kind of confusing. And that's why I'm going to start with this book. The next book is actually my favorite author. If you guys do like Nicholas Sparks, this is a great book for you. And this one's called The Guardian. Another up close. This was more on the romance side, like the first book kind of was. But this book was honestly a really, like I said, a really, really good read because it was so interesting, but really, really, it had a twist to it. This book was actually about a girl named Julie. Her husband Jim passed away from cancer. I don't remember what kind of cancer it was, but if you want to see the book review on that, it was really kind of interesting because it was more about this girl named Julie. Her husband passed away from cancer. His name is Jim. And it was really interesting. So, this guy started dating the name of Richard. His best friend was named Mike. Of course, him and Julie were just friends. But she started seeing this guy named Richard. It wasn't really Richard because he committed a crime and all that. And it kind of is like a twist of I don't want to say deep depression kind of thing, or it's more of a crime kind of book. I had a lot of moments in this book because Julie had the dog. Her name was Ignore. The dog sounded like it was like a puppy. But towards the end, it was kind of scary because you never know who's still alive or not. But Julie got free from Richard, and it was more like scary. But you can say, no, that. So I want to tell you guys the moment at the end. Julie got free. They called the police. They couldn't figure it out. One of the police officers, Pete Gallagher, was one of the police officers at the ranch house, was keeping a close eye on Julie because of this Richard guy. He wasn't telling this Richard guy was not really nice towards Richard and all that. So Richard wasn't a good guy. He stole somebody else's identity, and it was really. I don't say really sick, but this Richard guy who said this guy's Richard's identity was, I would say, like a psycho kind of thing, because it was more like a crime kind of thing. He killed a girl right in where Julie worked in a hair salon, like haircuts and stuff like that. Richard wanted to get a haircut, so killing the hair girl kind of thing. But it wasn't Julie, it was another one of her friends. And there was like a fist fight between Mike and Richard. It was more like really good romance book, but more on the psycho side of the book. Honestly, there was like a fist fight and all that, and that wasn't a really good sight. Julie wound up with Mike and started dating, and he was really sweet. He took her out for dinner on the beach, took her on a walk, made her dinner, and did some grilling, like burgers, chicken, or whatever, and hanged out, watched movies. Signal was there, and Julie didn't know Richard was watching her, not so in a tree, and it was kind of like a stalker kind of thing, watching her nonstop, her every move. So she took her dog on a walk right after work. It was in the woods during the day because Mike wasn't coming back. He was talking with the police of the stalker kind of thing. So she went into a friend of hers who was a real estate agent, and it was honestly really kind of thing and all that. The police tried hunting him, but he left town, saying his mama passed away. Really didn't. He wanted to get more information on Julie. But actually, I found that kind of odd because you never know what might happen. Like I said, so Julie went to that house. There was nothing in the house, no furniture or anything. It was totally empty. I don't know how to explain this, but it was bad. He held Julie hostage. And then the story was kind of nerve-wracking because he got Julie, tied her up. She was trying to get free. He was tucking her hair and pulling her towards him and all that. She didn't want this, so she kept pushing and fighting back, pretty much. But until Mike got up he was turning his stomach something like this, and he went up the stairs. Actually, what happened with Dad was her doctor got shot. They were trying to take the dog, to the pet emergency hospital. They couldn't find one. Like calling, kind of thing. Like, couldn't find one until they found one near close to the beach house. It was actually my and Emma's beach house she had to stay at. And of course, when the police officers peekably, like I said months before, held Mike to a chair, sit down, and he called the station to give some more information, and they couldn't find more information. They kept turning dead ends to figure out who is really Richard. It was really kind of awkward kind of thing. And of course they found all the bodies in that. But whoever this Richard guy was, he committed some crimes. One of the people who he did kill was one of Judy's co-workers in the salon she was working at. And it was really kind of, they found this girl face up. Richard nowhere in sight. It was kind of crazy. So, now time for the shout-outs of Instagram, of course. I'm just gonna do the other ones because we have some new ones, of course. We have Jerry's Love. Please check her out. Seems really cool. The next one we have is Minnow Seas 5. Please check her out. I'm gonna do one more. You guys are amazing. And you can tell kind of like the setup here. So we have some in that. Some of that. We have 3. We have Judy.Orsa. Please check her out. We have Jessica 577090. Please check her out. And Abby Goody. Please check her out. And she's really cool. That's all I have for you guys today. I have one puncher tip. Yeah. Honestly, we are going to be doing only one puncher tip. Friends are nice to have. Honestly, they're your best friend. They can invite you to all different kind of fun events. Be nice to your friends and best friends. Be not nice back. Just be nice to everybody. It's more fun and easier that way. Thank you guys. Click down under the subscribe button down below. Click the notification bell for more fun book reviews and book updates coming your way of iMovie. If you guys are new to this channel, please check out the book reviews, of course, and all that. So, thank you guys to come to our books for new people. Please check out the other vlogs I have on here of book updates and stuff like that. And I'm sure you guys will like it. If you want to comment to you guys when you click down on the subscribe button down below. And click the notification bell for more fun book reviews and updates coming your way. And always remember to keep a smile on the face, and just love the Lord. The Lord loves you. And just always remember, the Lord is number one in your life. Thank you guys. I will see you guys on my next vlog, and always remember, God loves us for who we are. And peace out. Thumbs up, people.